Hello, hello! Wednesday studio chat time with me, Aisling Drennan. So last week when I spoke to you, I was kind of struggling a bit with these new larger paintings that I've started working on, and it's been quite a good painting week. I've managed to sort of find my way through the paintings and let them sort of take on their own direction, if that makes sense. Which was surprising because last week was just not going well at all, and I was a bit nervous about how they were going to progress. So I'm going to just start talking through them now. I'm going to start with the green, because the green has been sort of the most challenging, I think, this week. Let me get my camera right. So yeah, I'm still not 100% sure about this tone, but when I push back through and these darker tones of paint are coming in, I quite like that. So I'm just playing that with the blue in here and these shapes. This is early days for this painting. And the linen, this is a linen canvas, and the linen is quite, it's not as smooth as what I would normally get. So it's quite textured. I'm going to try and play up with that a bit more. But I'm liking how the blue is bringing up this dark green, and this has been my little reference painting you'll have seen me working on over the past couple of weeks. So like I'm literally mirroring what's happening here and on the small one and developing it up into the large one. Yeah, I kind of preferred this green, but because of the way I use my palette, my greens can get, just even my greens, like I'm not very particular about my palette. I just come in and start mixing and see what's nice and starts to settle well with me, and I go with that. So if I have to come back and mix another colour, like the same colour to match it, it doesn't really work. I should try and be more organised about my mixing, but it's just fun to experiment. Experimenting is how you develop. It's also how you fail, but I think you have to grasp both sides of that, because I always find that that's how you learn the most. Failing and progressing through experimentation. They're my Wednesday words of wisdom. So then over here we have the blue, and if you remember last week I was really struggling with the tone of blue that I was trying to get. So this is the kind of blue I was talking about. I was talking about finding a warm grey, like a warm blue grey, and I hope my phone, it probably won't pick up the tone correctly, but it's like I can see like some really good, like nice bright pinks would be really fun with this now that I have it down. And I spent about like 3/4 of an hour mixing this tone of paint, which is quite indulgent really. I wouldn't normally spend that long, but it just took ages to find it, and now that I found it, I'm happy I can move on with this painting. And then I've got this small green one here, nice and easy, coming together nicely, pushing more out to the sides here so it's not as vertical. And then this one, this yellow has been my eye just keeps coming back to it. There's something really fun, really great happening here, and I'm gonna see what happens next. But this is the sort of beauty of experimentation with painting, because there's almost figurative elements starting to develop here, and I can play with that, or I can push it back and forth and see what I want to do with that. But yeah, loving these greys coming through as well. And then the second yellow, yeah, nice bit of fun going on here. Again, playing loads with like working these charcoal marks into the paint, so you're getting like different layers and different focus areas on the paint. So yeah, so these are both developing quite nicely. I'm just gonna keep letting it come together organically and not overthink it or over labor it, just keep it all nice and smooth. So I have 2 small paintings on paper left from this new series of work. They're on my grid. I posted them last night. The other 2 are sold, so if you're interested, just pop me over a DM and I can send you a detailed video and I can answer any questions you have. So thanks so much as always for tuning in and watching, and yeah, chat to you next week.